Now, it wasn't just the inauguration getting lots of coverage. There was a huge movement taking place all over the world this weekend, the Women's March. One of the biggest events happened in D.C. and Arielle Hixson was right there in the middle of it. Arielle?
Yeah, Asia. Organizers said they wanted to send President Trump a message because of some of the things that he said during the campaign. So thousands came from across the country to Washington, D.C. the day after the inauguration to bring attention to what they say is an attack on civil rights. Why are you here marching today?
I'm marching today because I believe in women's rights, and I don't think Donald Trump or somebody who doesn't believe in that should be president.
I think it's important that the men of the country stand with the females.
I'm marching because I have amazing sisters and I want to make sure that all of our rights are guaranteed for our lives and our children's lives.
It was a message felt worldwide, with more than 600 marches across the world involving an estimated 1.5 to 2 million people.
We are here because we are growing up in a time where we're allowed to speak our voice and speak up for what we believe in.
From New York to Chicago to Los Angeles, it was believed to be the largest collection of marches in American history. Home base was here in Washington, D.C., where politicians and famous celebrities fired up the crowd.
We want the best for all Americans. No hate, no bigotry, no Muslim registry.
It all started through social media. One post asking for people around the country to walk for women's rights spread like wildfire. The plan was to march from the Capitol to the home of the new president, but the crowd was so big, it packed the entire route. So a lot of people say they're here marching today because they're frustrated with the past election. They want to send a message to the new president that women's rights are human rights. During the 2016 election, President Trump made headlines for controversial remarks towards women,
we're going to build a wall,
illegal immigrants, and refugees. Protesters say this Women's March was a worldwide effort to call attention to the rights they felt were threatened. Woo! Young people from across the country flocked to Washington, D.C. to get their voices heard. Why do you think it's important that young people like yourselves get out and march and represent?
Because we're the future voting group. We have to be out and we have to make sure that we're well represented in our political environment.
I'm here to make sure that my future isn't too messed up because I want it to be the best that it can be.
These high schoolers from Central Falls, Rhode Island traveled 8 hours for the march. The night before, they were welcomed by the local community in Arlington, Virginia. There, they made posters, heard speeches, and got excited for the big day. Some were a bit jittery about the march. But the next morning, they were ready to hit the pavement.
I'm feeling very excited. I mean, this is like the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm glad that I took this, and it's gonna be great.
Walking miles from Arlington to the National Mall, surrounded by others who were united to bring change. Now, what are you hoping that the rest of America, the rest of the world takes away from this march?
We hope that they're inspired, that they know that there are people that share their views.
Getting their voices heard, one step at a time. Arielle Hixson, Channel 1 News.
Thanks, Arielle. All right, next up, going to the movies without leaving your bed. Talk about an amazing weekend.